And this is Sean's View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. It is always prolific, consistent, and dedicated. Last night on Raw, it was announced one of the most historic, perhaps what will be arguably one of the greatest main events in SummerSlam history. Why? Because it's something that's being done for the first time ever. Because never has the United States Champion going against the WWE World Heavyweight Champion with it all on the line. Both championships at stake. Winner takes all. Remember what I just said. Winner takes all. Sure, we've seen US Champ versus WWE World Champion, but never in an instance where one superstar carries both prestigious, historic, and significant championships in the WWE. Now, we talk about how we see the same repetition in the WWE, the same inconsistencies. The WWE in pilot mode, the WWE's ratings going lower, the WWE's ratings going upper. Sometimes during WrestleMania and SummerSlam season, the ratings see a bit of an adjustment in, it's a process, but the ratings do go up to a certain extent. Well, we know that after WrestleMania is done and after SummerSlam's done, then the WWE, the ratings once again flatline. They are once again downgraded because it's not WrestleMania, it's not SummerSlam, it's not Survivor Series, it's not the Royal Rumble, right? Well, here is a way that the WWE can not only adjust their ratings, but maybe even multiply or triple their ratings after SummerSlam so the WWE doesn't see that dip, the decline in the Raw ratings. Now, I understand that this Raw that just went by on Monday night, the Raw ratings came in, and this was a show without John Cena, where we didn't see Cena, and the ratings was a bit better, and it was a John Cena-less show. There was no Cena, but there was Brock Lesnar. So was it people tuning in to see Brock Lesnar, or was it people tuning in because they knew John Cena wasn't going to be on the show, or was it people tuning in because they know that John Cena shows up sooner than anticipated? John Cena bounces back a lot earlier than people would even think of. I mean, look what happened at the Royal Rumble one year. He returned a lot earlier than people ever thought he could. So, people were almost waiting. I think people were on the edge of their seats waiting for John Cena to show up to see if he was going to respond to Seth Rollins. Even though Rollins opened up the show and said, John Cena's not here tonight. John Cena's in his bed watching me from his TV. So right then and there, how can you take Seth Rollins at face value, seeing the kind of things he's done and how he's represented himself as WWE's World Heavyweight Champion? Imagine if Seth Rollins became the United States Champion and the WWE World Champion at the same time. But let's get to the topic at hand. How the WWE can not only adjust, but double, maybe even triple their Raw ratings after SummerSlam. Now, once again, we can agree to disagree. Everybody is entitled to their opinions, okay? But here's what I would do. If you want to raise your Raw ratings after SummerSlam and keep them consistent instead of inconsistent, because here on Sean View it's always consistent, what you got to do is at SummerSlam, John Cena needs to win that match against Seth Rollins. And I'll tell you why. Because John Cena would become, for the first time ever, and John Cena would make history, because John Cena has a knack for making history in the WWE, okay? He was the first person to cash in Money in the Bank and successfully lose, right? He was the first person to do that. John Cena has been a man of many firsts. Okay, so SummerSlam, let's map this out. John Cena defeats Seth Rollins. And before you start hating and criticizing and disliking the video, just hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. So Cena wins at SummerSlam, wins the WWE World Championship, and retains the US Championship. So Cena once again makes history. He's now a double champion. Now, how is that going to improve Raw ratings? How is that going to make sure that the ratings don't decline? Well, now, because instead of having just John Cena in the mid-card, you can have John Cena featured in the beginning of Raw, in the middle of Raw, and at the end of Raw. So John Cena could be featured on Monday Night Raw in every single hour, whether it be a promo, whether it be a match, whether it be something backstage, whether it be a tag team. John Cena could be included in each and every hour of Monday Night Raw. I mean, how awesome would it be to see John Cena for almost the entire episode of Raw? I mean, John Cena is a proving commodity. He is the WWE's face of the company. So you make Cena the U.S. champion and the WWE World Champion. How dynamic would that make the WWE? All these new matches, all these fresh angles. Can you imagine what John Cena would do to the likes of a career of an up-and-comer in NXT who's coming to the main roster? Can you imagine how John Cena could elevate a young superstar? Can you imagine how John Cena could really make it all come together? I mean, imagine John Cena kicks off Raw right at 8 o'clock, because we know Raw's 3 hours. Then John Cena comes out at 9 o'clock, and there's some kind of promo going on, and then that sets up a match for the 3rd hour, which John Cena would be in the main event, because John Cena could go on to have one title match a night, or 2 title matches a night, or John Cena could defend both his belts at the same time. So more Cena, the more we see of Cena, the better the Raw ratings will be, because John Cena will adjust the Raw ratings by giving AAs to the superstars he faces and competes against. Do you understand the logic? So if Cena becomes a double champion, he can be featured in more segments, more matches, more promos, and we can see more of Cena, which with the WWE, Cena hasn't been the WWE World Heavyweight Champion in over a year, where he was dominated by Brock Lesnar last year, and then John Cena could recapture that image, and then John Cena could multiply his vengeance that he has because of this broken nose, and the fact that we may not see Cena up until SummerSlam, that's going to be bad for Raw's ratings. And you say, well, the ratings just were better. Well, how about if Brock Lesnar hadn't been on the show? Do you think the ratings would have been as good? And once again, I think people were waiting for Cena to show up on Raw last night, thinking he was going to be there because Cena's there every show, every time. So, Cena wins both titles at SummerSlam, put him in more matches, more promos, more championship title defenses, and then the ratings will adjust and improve, and they will multiply, and we will see something. I mean, just the mere thought of John Cena elevating and helping out this young talent. Can you imagine what John Cena could do to the likes of a career of a Neville, of a Dean Ambrose, of a Roman Reigns? So many young guys that have yet to take on Cena, and more eyes would be on the prize. The illustrious, the dominance, the history, everything that John Cena represents. I mean, he is synonymous with the company. That's why he is the face that runs the place. And Seth Rollins has a point. He broke the face that runs the place, but when John Cena comes back, he's going to come back bigger, better, stronger, and badder than ever. And you can come on here with all your criticisms of John Cena, and you can come on here and talk about the same old for the past 10 years, but at the end of the day, John Cena is one of the most polarizing WWE superstars of all time, and John Cena is a proven commodity that he works and he gets the job done, and John Cena always delivers. As a matter of fact, John Cena has been delivering the greatest matches of his career throughout this last year, okay? You cannot doubt, you cannot put your, you can't say that John Cena isn't getting the job done or John Cena isn't putting his time and effort in. John Cena, ladies and gentlemen, is providing like he's never provided before. John Cena has been having matches of the year candidates, not only against NXT up-and-comers, but WWE superstars on the main current roster. So, you know what? More Cena, more championships, more promos, more matches, more in-ring time of John Cena. And that will make your Raw ratings improve. Now, I'm not saying that there'll be Attitude Era ratings. I don't think we'll ever see that day again. Maybe not in my lifetime, but you never know. Never say never in the WWE, right? But no, this is a surefire way for the WWE to improve ratings and or keep them without going on that decline. So Cena becomes 2 champions, and you see him in more segments and more matches and more title defenses. It all adds up now. You understand? Subscribe. We need to see Cena. Subscribe.